the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So East Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU. Touchdown. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Harris will throw. Complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking again to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Bruce. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bruce. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're going to run it. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Pirates are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
East Carolina, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on third and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
The hand to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Brought down at the 43. Brings up second down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. After the run, now to throw. He finds his man, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Ivory. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab on the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, East Carolina. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. East Carolina, 21, Memphis.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the run, it's Bruce. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Bruce. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Harris back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And down he goes back at the 3. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Harris will throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have you push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Memphis, 14.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first two quarters of football in Memphis. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A strike downfield. Racing to the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the...
Is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Memphis, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, move the ball down the...
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Carolina, 38. Memphis.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Harris back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
That is an unbelievable play, and I'll tell you, the defense, they just have not had an answer for this guy all night. He's already got over 100 yards in this game. Wherever he's lined up, he's getting open. He's winning with speed, and right there, he shows you the acrobatics and athleticism.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run it. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Bruce. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. Smashes through. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss. And you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Harris will throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Snagged in the middle. It's Ivory. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one. If they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Memphis, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Harris back to pass. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. 1st down here for the offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.